Hey guys, what's going on? We're back. We got a little bit of an adjustment that I need to make, and I'm gonna back us out here and hit my. There we go. So I got my other channel so I can see what's going on. Um, I try and make sure everything is solid. I'm having an internet access issue. That's just part of life. I'm gonna actually see if I can put a better situation here. Move it a little farther away. Sorry, and I'm gonna make a couple adjustments. So what we were working on was a TRX front front axle and working with his diff lock. So one of my subscribers, Jerry, had mentioned to pinch this right here and pinch with using the straw and pinch here so it forces the liquid into the wire. Okay, so what he's talking about is pinching the actual straw. Okay, pinching it and like forcing this thing down in. Okay, it's not easy and you should take your time doing it, but that will also help. So the second thing that I also found was an issue was I don't know what's happening. Why is this doing stupid stuff? Because I'm trying to. Here we go. I'm trying to catch my live so I can follow you guys. Oh no, it's going the wrong direction. I'm sorry. It's going the wrong direction. I'm sorry, guys. Let me hit the reverse button. There it is. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm gonna come back. Let me show you. You're gonna pinch this cable, and you're also going to pinch the straw and force the lubricant into it. Boom. That should be a much better situation. Okay? So that will help. I want to give, like I said, I want to give my buddy Jerry a quick shout out and say thank you for teaching me about that. Second off, I also found there was dirt in here where the shift block would go. And I think that was actually stopping it. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my 1.5, just kind of getting this stuff out. I mean, look, here we go. That's kind of old dirt. So I have a rag here. Okay. And what I'm going to do is once I get this stuff cleaned out, which you can see it's coming better, but it's not there. Just a little bit more to do. And then I am going to just use a touch. Oh, I see a weird angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can get this. No, this will be too much. No, I lied. It will be perfect. So I'm going to wrap this in here. I'm actually going to use my 2.5. Wrap that in there and see if I can get it on the inside and see if I can clean this out. Oh yeah, that looks a whole lot better. Okay. So what I'm going to do is give a quick little dab. Okay. Get it in there. I'm going to use this to just kind of soak it out. So I want something to stay, but I don't want it to be leaky. I don't want it to pile in there. Just to get a little extra lubrication. Now, I bet you I could put this thing back together and it'll work a whole lot better. Let's see. I'm just going to do one or two. All right. Let's see if this will work. Oh, yeah. See, look right there? You can see the difference night and day. My locker's actually working as it should. Okay, you can see it here. Okay, and then I pull it. Okay, and she's locked. Okay, there it is. Unlocked. Okay, locked. Boom. Done. All right. So, hey, what's going on, Island? So, Lakers, I'm going to catch you guys up. Um, we are just kind of catching up. The issue that I had found was twofold. Just to review, okay? So Jerry gave a great idea in the last few minutes to crunch this in and squeeze, and then that way it forces the lubricant all the way down through here. And then secondarily, I also found that the actual cover was dirty, and we cleaned that out. So that's all of a sudden, guess what? It's now doing what it should. Woo, that saved me a lot of time. One of my other subscribers happens to be very local. He shot me a text and said, "Hey, MJ, you need to check out what Jerry said, and I bet you that'll fix your problem." So, shout out to you, Jerry. Thank you, and Matt. And you're not wrong. You're right. I totally could have made that a whole lot easier, but sometimes you just can't. That's part of TRX life. So from here, let's put this bad boy back together, put this thing back on. We are actually going to end up doing the same thing with the rear axle, and having at it. All right, so one thing I am missing is, do I have any Loctite? I don't know if I do or don't. I think I might. I got everything else in under the sun. Spare receiver, because you got to change. Do I have any Loctite? Nope, I don't. It never fails. All right, Loctite. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over to here to YouTube Studio. I'm gonna take a quick short break. I'm gonna put on some free YouTube music, and I'm gonna say shout out to the person that we do and we take care of. And I'm actually gonna shoot over to here. Of course, my video is paused. I don't want to watch this. And we are going to, I'm going to run up and go grab the Loctite. And so that way, when we put this back together, we can do it once and do it right. I'm not a fan of not Loctiting my things. I know some of my other fellow competition drivers don't, because they take their stuff apart so fast and whatever. That's just not how I do things. I actually really enjoy the concept of Loctite. All right, so what I'm going to do is kind of go over here. I'm just going to randomly go to my audio library. I'm going to put on some elevator music because it's funny. Hey, why not? And I'm going to go take care of business. All right. Ooh, we got a new song by Nat Keefe and Beat Mower. Dramatic rock. It's called Bro Time. We are going to see what this is all about, and I will be right back after this song. All right, so let me hit. I'm going to play it from my laptop, so I'm going to pre-apologize about the world's best quality. All right. Work. Be right back. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. All right. Thank you. I appreciate the moment. And let me hit there. Boom. Good. So, Loctite. This stuff is amazing. Use it. Where I use my Loctite is right here on where the servo screw is. Nothing crazy, but it is important. That's actually the first one that I'm going to do. Just a bit. Okay, so before I put that on, I noticed there's a little bit of silicone on here. I'm going to wipe that off just to make sure it's got solid, clean threads. Apparently it's being stupid. So, we have two options. Option A is what I will go for. Okay. So I'm going to take a little bit of this and place it on here because I don't want too much. Too much, I'm not going to be able to get this off. And that's going to be the issue. Okay, which is good. Just a little bit of Loctite, and we will make this go. Okay, and that's in. Okay, so what you guys can see that I'm doing, and then putting this back on the servo horn first. Because we know once this axle comes up and lines up, it's going to be really hard to get it on. So that's why I'm doing that particular one first. Okay? Second, we have our panhard. All right. Actually, will be the second one I do. I'm going to do my upper panhard mounts. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lift this up. I'm sorry, I'm going to do my upper link, not my panhard mount. Sorry. Okay. Where's my screw? Grab my screw, put it on the inside. Okay. And once I get this started, I'll turn it so you guys can see it. Okay, she's starting. So you can see where I'm putting the upper panhard link and why I'm doing it. I have this go here on the front side. I'll go come here, and I'm taking care of this upper panhard link. So that way I have a little bit of movement. Okay. Does not need to go super tight because the plastic will keep it tight. Okay. Next, I'm actually going to do something that you guys will, I don't know if you'll be mad at me for. We should be all right. All right, so the next one I'm going to do is confirm my panhard. Here. So that was my upper 3 link. I'm going to take care of my panhard. This thing is going to be a little tougher just because of angle. Make sure your lower links are out of the way. Okay. Make sure you have clearance to your drive shaft. Okay. So where this needs to come is right in front here. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm going to line that up. There's a smaller, slightly shorter screw. Put it in. Boom. Now, these do not need to be Loctited because this is not going in the metal. That's my primary reason behind not Loctiting this. Okay? Now, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to put this on an upper angle so then I can manipulate the front axle a little bit easier. And then I can use my left hand to hold the panhard bar. Okay? Just nice and easy. Okay? Then I'm going to use my right hand to guide it with the screwdriver. Okay? Boom, right in. Nice and easy. Okay? Once it starts to grab, then let go. Way the panhard can do what it needs to do. So thus far, I haven't touched this. I have my upper link taken care of first. Actually, I take that back. I did my steering linkage, upper link, and then the panhard. Okay? Now, from here, where I do like blue actually, Chris, and I'm glad you asked that. Only time that I will ever use red Loctite is on an RC 4-wheel drive Yoda 2 knuckle mount. It's weird that it's weirdly specific like that, but they like to pull out, and the only correct way to do it is to use helicoils. You might as well just drill it out and use helicoils, or go to an AR44 type axle. That's the only way to do it right. Okay? Now, from here, I'm actually going to sure everything lined up. I'm actually going to do my drive shaft. So I have found if you do your drive shafts a little early, it'll make life a little bit easier. Because the last two things we have to do are these links, and then it'll already be lined up, and it'll make life a whole lot simpler. Okay? Also, want to make sure that your shocks are pointed up, so that way you can manipulate them easier. Okay? So you guys can see the angle. Let me grab my... So what I'm going to do here is... Where's my 1.5? I know I just had it. Oh. I just had it. Here's that. Here's that. There's my 1.5. Aha. Fell on the floor. All right. So... what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little Loctite on this. Just a touch. Okay. Apparently it's still being ridiculous. So, there we go. Just a little bit. Now, there's too much on here. I'm going to actually wipe some off. Okay? As to not go overboard. Now, before I go and I finish this out, I am going to make sure that thus far all of my bolts are in. Okay? So that means I'm just going to do a double check. Because I know where this is at. I'm going to place this right here. So I know where that's at. And I'm going to check everything. Because once you start putting this back together, after this point, you can't rotate this axle. Okay, see what I'm talking about? Rotation on the axle, making things harder. Well, I see a glaring detail that I failed to address. It's got to do with this, and this, and this. Because I'm a genius, take that in all sarcasm, please. I did not place these bolts in. Boom. Now, once I place these bolts in, it'll be in much better shape. Okay. So, and I think one fell a little bit ago. Let me take a quick look. Nope, no, it didn't. That's okay. It fell, but that's okay. You know why? I have stainless steel TRX4 set, and I knew something would happen, so that's why I brought them out. Okay, and that should do it. Because I know myself, and I know my shenanigans, definitely best to be prepared. all done. Now I can confirm. Hey, what's going on, Pew? I can confirm that everything's in, ready to be put back together. That is extremely important, like I had said. All right, so my next step, I'm going to take care of my drive shaft. I already have it pre-mounted on a 1.5. I'm going to partially go in just a little bit. Okay. At that point, take it, boom, make sure it's on 1. Done. Nice. So I have, what, 2 more bolts, right? I'm going to switch back to my 2.5. Come back here. All right. So everything likes to fall today, but that's okay. I'm going to put a mat down so that way everything is, seeable. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to place this on here. This does not need Loctite. So how I'm going to do this is going to be entertaining for you guys, okay? So here's my 1, 2, okay, got my links, and I got my shocks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this through and start to get my shocks mounted up right off the bat, okay? Because this goes on the outside, okay? I'm going to mount up my shock, push it through just a little bit, bring my link down, line my link up, okay? Push it through till it's just about right. So that way, here's where I'm at. Oh, guess what? Of course, this came out, but that's okay. You know why? Before I put this on, I can put this back in. Just make sure those little arrows line up. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this link. And to get to it, I'm going to come through this tire. And here. And in. Okay? Does not have to be super crazy. All right. So, like I said, before I do that last one, I'm going to confirm that everything is good. 1, 2. Okay, going to fix this. Apparently, that's the one it needed to be. That's okay. I'll make it easy. I'll make it easy on myself. One. Place that down. Okay, like I said, there's a line. A little line. It's really hard to see here. I'll show you here. There's a little line right there that you want to line up with the drive shaft here. That just makes things line up. Check it out. Make sure it's good. Go ahead, put it back on. Okay, and we're in. Boom. And a little extra spill, but that's okay. Tighten it up. Okay, we're in. Good. All right, now we're on the last one. This one will be fun. So I'm going to do this one so you guys can see it just a little bit better. Like I said, I'm going to come in from the shock. Okay. I'm going to have to manipulate the axle just a little bit. Okay. I'm going to bring it up just to that point. Okay. So it's resting right here. Bring my link down. Now remember, it's hard to see because everything is just so dark. Okay. Line it up. All right. And so everything is lined up. I'm going to come through this wheel, tighten this up. Oh, got to change my bit. Okay. Boom. That front axle is back on. Truck moves. Truck moves how it should. Just a quick check. Everything's locked. Everything's everything's locked. We are good, and we are unlocked. So we are good. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, fixing that front locker. It's important. All right. So I'm going to slide this up here. Again, one more time, a huge shout out to my buddy Jerry, who guided my shenanigans. Thank you. Appreciate it, brother. He's always got something to teach me. And yes, guys, I do know him personally. So, he's a great dude. I'm going to not go all the way in, like super hard. Okay, I'm just going to tighten it just enough. You saw what I did. I took it down to when this hit just one click, nice and slow. And then as soon as it did it, I backed it off just a little bit. So there's freedom. Okay. So let's test it. We're only going to work that front locker because that's what we're worried about right now. All right, let me grab my battery. This should be ready to do it. Okay, plug it in. Okay, good. Okay, it's unlocked. And that is locked. Okay, servo, everything functions for this particular axle. So my next job is to actually do exactly that, just to make sure each one of these other rear axles work. So hey, what's up, Bobek? Just doing some work on a TRX6, brother. So the short version, this thing should be able to rock and roll, no questions asked. That just saved a lot of time, a lot of extra work. And I want to take a quick shout out to my buddy Jerry. Again, do not have this particular screw right here. This one, make sure it's secure, but not super tight, because it'll actually put pressure on this and cause extra binding. Okay. And also, don't be afraid to set endpoints. Okay, endpoints matter. Endpoint lives matter. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one right here. I'm just going to check the lockers in and out and go from there. All right. Again, I want to say thank you. Hey, what's going on, Evan? Want to say thank you, guys. And we will see you soon. I'm planning on, since we have some time off with this lovely situation going on, this pandemic, if you will. I was going to say, there's the magic circle there. With this pandemic, please be safe. One great thing about our hobby, I will be, what am I going to say? Hiding in the woods. My wife and I got a few minutes. We were able to take just a little bit of a walk, just relax, clear our minds. And we were able to, just enjoy some nature yesterday, and she got to drive this truck, and I'm hoping I got her hooked onto RC. I'm really hoping. My little girl loves daddy's trucks, and as we go through and as everything develops, we will definitely be continuing on. Hopefully you guys are safe, and look forward to talking to you guys soon. All right. Thank you, and God bless. God bless America. God bless you guys too. Thank you. Thanks, Island. Have a good one, bro. Right, Chris? She would. Hopefully, I can buy her the other one.